Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today for warm-up day 17. Is 17? 17, yeah. So we're going to start standing today. So come into the space that you're in. And I think most of the warm-ups we've done so far have either been standing in place, sitting, or on the floor. So today, let's start by using the space that we're in. Of course, we're all in different sized rooms, bedrooms, living rooms, maybe kitchens. Maybe we don't have a lot of room. But let's begin today by moving through the space that we're in. So very easily, and I'm going to try to stay in frame as much as possible, but you feel free to use the entire space that you're in. So begin to move through the space that you're in. And as you move through the space, start to bring your attention to yourself. Bring your attention onto your body. Easy to fall into inertia in this time. So we're actively doing the opposite of that, which is we're moving. So we're going to be moving now. And you can move forwards and backwards. You can move around. You can move side to side. But really start to get your body moving. And move yourself in a way that's pleasurable to you. So we're moving in a way that feels good to the body. It may start to take on a sort of private dance party for yourself. You're moving your body pleasurably. Hopefully you can all hear. Hopefully the sound is working. Moving the body pleasurably. And there are no rules here. We're just moving. Moving. Moving the body for pleasure. And then begin to let that come to its organic conclusion. Maybe it doesn't want to. Maybe it wants to keep going. And then eventually find yourself standing back to stillness. And notice how your body feels now. See if it feels a bit more awake, alive, alert, free. And standing there and taking stock. And now thinking into whatever body part comes to you. So whatever, as you start to scan your mind through your body, and you're looking for any part of your body that still wants to move, and you're going to let that body part lead you through the room. So it might be your knee, it might be your right hip, it might be your shoulder. But that body part starts to lead you through the room until it's had its moment to express. And then you return to stillness. And then another body part moves for pleasure. It moves, it has its expression. And then it's over. And then something else moves. Something else gets an urge to move. And then it comes back to stillness. And so you'll continue this for the next few moments to listen to your body, see what needs to express. It has its flow, it has its movement outward, around. It shakes, it quivers, it stretches, and then when that impulse is over, good morning Tess, good morning Rob. When that impulse is over, you go back to stillness. So you're listening to your body, you're beginning to really go inward and see what part of your body wants and needs to express. And that body part moves through the room or moves in the space around you. And it has a beginning, a middle, and an end, so it doesn't go on and on and on. So those of you just joining me, we're beginning by listening to our bodies, seeing which part of our body wants to move out of inertia, have its expression outward. And then that impulse is over, it goes back to stillness. It may be the slightest quiver of a hand. It may take your arm suddenly around. And then it goes back to stillness. Each time after that goes back to stillness, feeling the residue, the memory of that pleasurable movement, that sudden movement. And eventually in the next few of these impulses, you'll come back to stillness and you'll let that thought go. And then standing comfortably again, see what that's given you. Standing with a long spine, with your feet underneath your hip sockets, about hip socket distance apart. You can always check that, placing 2 fists between your feet, and that's about hip socket distance. Think into your elbow points and rotate them forward. Float your elbows up. As you do that, feel your back opening a little bit from that. Keep your knees soft as you float your wrists up. Stretching the arms without bringing your shoulders up. And then float your hands up to the sky. And as you do that, think down into your feet. Feel the connection from your feet, from those 6 tripod points that you're balancing over, up to your feet, to your hands, to your fingertips. And then clasp your right hand onto your left wrist, step out with your left foot, bend your left knee, lean into the left hip, and then gently pulling that left wrist to the right as your left knee bends, stretching your left rib and relaxing. Stretching the ribs and relaxing. Yawning in as you stretch, sighing out as you relax. Again, yawning in on breath, sighing out. One more, yawning in, and relaxing. And change your grip, change the clasp, step out with your right foot, bend the right knee, yawn in as you stretch your ribs, sigh out the breath as you relax. Yawn in as you stretch, sigh out as you relax. Again, yawn in, and sigh. One more, yawn in, and sigh. Drop your arms, give them a little shake. Sigh the breath out. Standing tall again. Your tailbone, I'll show you from the side. Your tailbone goes back. You arch through your spine. Your arms come out to the front, like the wings of an eagle. And now you're going to yawn in to the front ribs. Stretching those front ribs. And then your tailbone comes forward. You round your spine, your arms come forward, and you yawn into your back ribs. Drop your arms, drop down, hang from your tailbone, drop over. Take a moment here to really let your torso relax to gravity. Make sure you haven't fallen back in your heels. Make sure your weight is still evenly balanced over your tripod points. Soft knees. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Bring your hands to your back ribs and feet in and let go of a deep down sigh of relief on breath. Then let your arms drop. You may notice that the backs of your legs are shaking a bit like mine are. Tight hamstrings. So sweep up the backs of the legs a few times. Picture and feel that anti-gravity, that energy coming up the backs of your legs. Drop your arms. Keep your knees soft. And letting the breath fall in and out as it wants to, start to rebuild your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Slowly, mindfully. Coming up to your head, drop to your chest, knees still soft. And then your neck spine floats back and up until it's just in alignment with the rest of your spine. Now feel your rib cage that we've stretched. Now we're going to vacuum the lungs. I don't know if we've done this before. We might have done this once. If you know how to vacuum your lungs, please feel free to go ahead and do that. So basically, you're going to sigh all the breath out through your mouth. I'll do it first. I'll do it quickly so you can see. Until you have no more breath. Until you're really out of breath. You'll plug your nose. You'll keep your mouth closed. You'll try to breathe in against your fingers. And when your body says, I have to breathe now, you'll unplug your nose and let the breath fill you up all the way through your nose. Keep your mouth closed. So it will be like this. If you know how to do it, then feel free to join me. Try to breathe in. You see the mouth opens right at the end, and then you sigh all that breath out through your mouth. All right, let's vacuum our lungs. I felt very uninspired recently, so I want to inspire something into me. This is inspiration. Here we go. Sigh the breath out. Create a vacuum. Plug your nose. Keep the ribs open. Wait for the need for breath. to see how that feels, that sense of your expanded breath capacity. Now float your hands on top of your head. Your ribs are open. You're going to feed in and out through your mouth 4 huge, deep down sighs of preferably pleasurable breath, one right after the other, in and out through the mouth. And as the breath flies out of you, your arms fly up. So it will be, right? We'll do 4 of those, one right after the other, in and out through your mouth. Here we go. Drop your arms, swallow if it's gotten dry. Stand there for a moment and see what those 4 deep down sighs of breath have given you, how they make you feel. Maybe they're cleaning out some of the cobwebs, energizing you. All good things. Now, bring your hands right underneath your rib cage, so right at the level of the diaphragm. We're going to feed in and out through the mouth 6 medium sighs of relief, one right after the other. As the breath comes in, your fingers go down. As the breath goes out, the fingers go up, because that's the movement of the diaphragm. So it will be something like this. All right? In and out through your mouth, 6 medium sighs of relief. And release, relax. Try that one more time, so it's much more centrally located, these 6 medium sighs. One more time, 6 medium sighs in and out through your mouth. And now, picture very centrally into the center of your diaphragm. You're going to feed in and out through your mouth many, many, many fluttering pants of anticipation that turn into relief. Just fingertips of connection. Something like, let's give that a go. And again, many fluttering pants. Really excite yourself with your breath. And the last one's a little bigger. The last one is relief. One more time. And pant. Let that go. Let your arms drop. Take a moment to feel your body now. Feel your breath. As you go back now to your natural breath rhythm, feel what that natural breath rhythm is like now after having exercised all of those breath possibilities, those different breath impulses. We've gone to the breath gym. Hey, the gyms are closed, but the breath gym's open. So, see how that feels. And as you connect back to your natural breath rhythm, let that natural breath rhythm turn to sound. Ha. Ha. Can you picture that sound just bouncing up or bubbling up from your middle, from that place where you were bouncing the breath a moment ago? Ha. Ha. Ha ha. Double bubble, double bounce. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Maybe it's 3. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Maybe it's 4 or 5. Ha 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 ha. And now you're going to feed in a deep sigh of vibrational relief. Ha. And again, this time catching it on your lips. One more time, feeding in that sigh, letting that sound bounce up, flow up from your middle, catching it on your lips, and then releasing out. And now coming down into your hips and letting your hips, your pelvis start to move for pleasure as we did earlier. And just stirring up these vibrations. As if you could stir up some trouble, stir up something down in your hips. And stir it down through your knees. And let the sound now come down and out through your legs, one leg at a time. And the other leg. And I'm just keeping this bounce going, and so you can join me too. I'm feeling this bounce is what I need right now. And let's bounce it through the rib cage to the torso. Let the body gently sway from side to side, and let it come now into your shoulders. And down through your arms. And let your neck get a little bit of a circle or like a figure eight, and feel the vibrations moving and bouncing through your head and neck. And gently let that bouncing come back to stillness. And say, I feel, and whatever it is that you feel, however it is you feel, right now. I feel buzzy. Good. Bring your fingers into your jaw. Gentle massage now into those muscles, those jaw muscles. And let that go. Just a quick hello to the jaw. Float your hands up to your jaw. Sigh vibrations from your middle all the way up and over the roof of your mouth, and shake your jaw loose. And again. And now we're going to open back to that wide stance. Shift our weight back to that first side. Reach up and over. And you're going to yawn in. And as you sigh out, stretch and relax your tongue. And the other side. Back to the first side, and really think you're sighing up and over your tongue, finding the roof of the mouth. Shift to the other side. Drop your arms, tailbone goes back, arch through your spine, arms come to the front. This time breathe in on a whispered ka and out on a whispered ka. Ka. Stretching the soft palate. Swallow if it's dry. From there, breathe in on a whispered ka. Call a high on sound vibration and stretch and relax your tongue twice. And you see there's a gentle pulse of my knees. I find that's what I need in this. Is a gentle pulse of my knees as I stretch and relax the tongue. And I'm gently stretching the front ribs. So I'm gently bringing my arms back an inch or two as I stretch the tongue. And then they come back into to neutral as I relax the tongue. From there, tailbone forward, round your spine, hug the tree. Open back out to the eagle, arch through your spine. Round forward. One more, open back out. And round forward. Drop your arms, drop over, hang from your tailbone, give your torso a stretch and a release, and now loosen the middle of your tongue. And gentle bounce of your knees. And take maybe 2 of these to come up your spine. Take a new breath in the middle. Come back to standing. Relax for a moment. Ha ha. Check in with your touch of sound. Ha ha ha. How are you feeling? Ha ha. We're going to vacuum the lungs again. And this time, let's really clean house. So think of all the things for a moment. Picture in your mind, you can close your eyes if you'd like. Picture your body like a house. Maybe it's your house or your apartment or your flat. And maybe you've been really good in this time of social isolation, and your house is spick and span. It's clean as a whistle. Or maybe there's some things that you need to clean out. So now think of your own house in your body, and what are the things that you would clean out? What are the things that you would vacuum out? So that might be inertia. That might be things like lack of motivation, judgment, self-sabotaging thoughts. So really think, if I could vacuum the house of me, what would I vacuum out? That's what you're thinking right now. All right. So when you sigh the breath out, picture that's what you're vacuuming out of your body. Now, what would you like to replace all of those things with? Right? If you could get new furniture for your apartment, what would you replace those with? So maybe that's energy. Maybe that's motivation. Maybe that's a sense of hope. Maybe that's self-determination. But whatever it is, think, what am I going to bring in? What am I going to inspire into my body? So hopefully you have a few things. And so as the breath comes in, think, that's what I'm bringing in. That's what I'm inspiring on that incoming breath. All of those positive, hopeful, good things that I want to replace those things I vacuumed out. Yeah? So let's vacuum our lungs. Sigh the breath out. And really vacuum the house of you. Get all of that stuff that you don't need anymore out. Plug your nose. Inspire those things in. Fill it, 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 fill it. And sigh it out to the universe. Okay, so let's do that one more time, because usually one vacuuming doesn't get it. We have to really get in there. So if you feel like that did it for you, then you can stand comfortably while we do our second one. But let's really vacuum out anything that might be left over, and then you're going to inspire all of those positive thoughts, the energy, motivation into you on the incoming breath. And at the end, your mouth will open, and you'll sigh that thought out to the universe, as if to say, this is what I want. Or this is what I have. And stand there and take stock of the house of you. And see if that's changed you. See if you feel different. So we're going to feed in those 4 huge sighs one more time, in and out through the mouth. This time, your arms will come down and back as the breath comes in, and as the breath whooshes out of you, your arms come up. So it's if your arms were like maybe a big sail on a sailboat, or a parachute, or a parasail. So it's going to be really billowy, and your diaphragm is really loose. So 4 huge sighs in and out through your mouth, one right after the other. Let that go. Feed in 6 medium sighs. Your arms come out to the side, and it's about the amount that you can fit into your palm. So it's a palm's worth of breath, in and out through your mouth. And maybe you think for this moment, with each one of these 6 sighs, we're getting closer and closer to our lives getting back to normal, to whatever normal is going to be, to the economy restarting, to everything going back to the way we want it to. So with each one of these breaths, we're getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And the last one, we finally get to see our friends. We finally get to hug our family, or whatever that you might want to do. 6 medium sighs in and out through your mouth, one right after the other. And now many, many, many flutters of anticipation. It's the moment before you meet your friend. It's the moment you see them down the street, and you're getting closer and closer and closer. And on the last one, you hug them and you embrace them, and it's felt better than it has ever felt before. And it's just fingertips here, if you can see. I don't know if you can see. Fingertips of connection here. Many fluttering pants of anticipation that turn into relief. And the last one's a little bigger. It's a real sigh. And again. One more time. And let that go. And we're going to finish up the warm-up about 5 more minutes. Lengthen your neck up and back. Now with that sense of the breath energy in you, all of those possibilities. Lay a hand on your chest, slip a hand up between your shoulder blades, and feed in one more deep sigh of relief on breath. And now let that deep sigh turn into a sigh of chest resonance. Ha. And now feed in 4 huge sighs of chest resonance. on your mouth. Come into your mouth, and now feed in the 6 medium size. The awareness in your mouth. And now let that turn to 6 medium size of mouth resonance. Ha, 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 ha. Let's do that one more time. 6 medium size into your mouth of mouth resonance. Ha, 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 ha. And now many flutters. And now let's bring that onto vibration. Ha, 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 ha. So with that energy, now, tip of the tongue behind your bottom teeth, front blade falls forward. He, 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 he. Panting on he, 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 he. Now, bring a finger onto your teeth and feel the teeth resonance with these many panting he, 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 he. And again, he, 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 he. Come back up to the mouth. Ha, 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 ha. One more time. Ha, 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 ha. So with that breath energy underneath. And lengthen up and back. 4 sighs. Ha. 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 And now we're going to walk up with as many pulses of breath as you need from the chest to the mouth and from the mouth to the teeth. So it will be ha 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 ha. Here we go. Chest to mouth, mouth to teeth. And ha ha ha. Remember to relax the tongue, relax the back of the tongue, from teeth to mouth, from mouth to chest. He ha ha. And if you haven't done that yet, let's do it together. He ha ha. And now one long sigh. You're going to bounce your knees. Bounce it from chest to mouth to teeth, from teeth to mouth to chest. So it goes ha. Here we go. And now reverse it. Teeth to mouth to chest. One long sigh, bouncing it through your knees. And just drop it back in, thump it. And come up on your neck, blend those 3 resonators. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Shake it through your body. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. And take it through your arms. Hey. Whoosh it up and out of you. 4 heys. Hey. 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 And then 6 medium heys, but still connecting to your chest, mouth, and teeth. Hey, 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 hey. One more time, 6. Hey, 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 hey. Now many, many, many flutters. Hey, 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 hey. And again, hey, 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 hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, how you doing? Hey. That's our warm-up for today. Have a great day. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that warm-up that was brought to you by breath. And have a great day.